Welcome back to me fucking cooking. Today we're gonna do spaghetti and meatballs. I know what a lot of you were saying. You can just kind of do one of these and get a frozen bag of meatballs, some shit spaghetti, and some marinara sauce. That's an easy 15-minute meal. You've got spaghetti meatballs. But today we're gonna go a little bit more in depth and we're gonna make everything from scratch. So I'm gonna put these back in the fridge, and when I come back, we're gonna start making some pasta dough. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is make the pasta dough. The reason we're making the pasta dough first is because you want the flour to absorb all the liquid from the eggs. Today I'm gonna actually give you a recipe to follow. This isn't a hard recipe, and if you make it, it'll probably make your spouse happy or your significant other, whichever one. If you're not married, I don't give a fuck. Maybe the church does, I don't, whatever. So pasta, it's gonna be 2 eggs, 1 cup of flour to 1.5 cups flour, and 1/8 teaspoon salt. Just pinch that salt in there. If you're measuring 1/8, you're a fucking loser. Don't do it. Usually I do everything by weight, like in grams and shit. Not because I used to do drugs at all, but just because it's easier to get precise measurements. But today we're just gonna do cups and shit because I know you guys don't have a scale. Again, get one, you fucking nerds. We're gonna run all this through a pasta maker. If you don't have a pasta maker, you can either get one on Amazon for cheap, or you can just roll it out and cut it with a knife. But that's what we're gonna do now, is just make the dough. So flour, eggs. I just knocked a ton of fucking shells in that. But that's cool, whatever. Do it again. Oh, that's more shells, fuck it. Then you're gonna wash your dick beaters because you're gonna get your hands in here. You can stir it with a shitty whisk. If you have a shitty whisk, we're going back to shitty whisk again. Actually, yeah, I'll probably just whisk it up for a minute just to kind of get everything incorporated, and then I'll really smush it together with my hands. But yeah, so clean hands are a must. If you probably have like dick cheese and stuff under your fingernails, you don't want to put that in the pasta dough. No one likes that. So I'm just gonna whisk, so I break up the eggs and shit, whisk it with this awesome fucking whisk again. Knock flour all over the counter. You just kind of do it. You clean up later. I mean, look, I'm flinging shit everywhere. It's getting wild. Cool, so now you just mix it with your hands. So the reason why I didn't give you an exact flour measurement, why I said 1 and 1/2 cups, is because a lot of the times, that dough is gonna be way too moist. Like right now, I can't even get off my hands. So I'm just gonna add some more flour until it does what I want it to do. You can kind of do that too. You just kind of want to get it so it's like a dough, not super sticky. I'm gonna continue doing this, but I'm gonna come back because I gotta use both hands. So I'll be back in a minute and we'll finish up dough here shortly. So this is what your pasta should look like. You get it off your fucking hands so that it like doesn't really stick to your hands. It's just a big ball of dough. This is a 3-serving portion, just so you know what that looks like. You don't want to make a ton of pasta because we don't need a ton of pasta. It's not fucking good for you. But that's how you make the pasta. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna let that sit. You can cover it with like plastic wrap if you want to. I'm just gonna cover it with a bowl because that's how I wanna do it. And also, if any of you tell me about making a well with the flour, just fuck off. I don't wanna hear it. I'm doing things the way I wanna fucking do it. And I know that if somebody doesn't cook and they wanna make pasta, they're not gonna know about the well. So that's that. We're gonna let that sit for an hour. I'm gonna ask my assistant to set a timer for an hour. Alexa, set a timer for 1 hour.
1 hour, starting now.
She usually doesn't do anything I fucking say, but today she did. So the next thing we're gonna do is pasta sauce. You can get this in a jar, or you can make it yourself like a fucking grown-up. It tastes so much better when you make it yourself. I've got a bunch of shit to put into it. First things first, San Marzano tomatoes. They're better, they're good. I don't know if they say they're sweeter. I don't fucking know if there's a difference, but I use them because you're supposed to. It's supposed to be good. So get San Marzano tomatoes, whole peeled. Man, that burp fucking tasted like shit. You crush them with your hands. You just fucking put them in a bowl. You crush them between your fingers until they're just like not whole and they're not big clumps. You just want not big clumps. As you squeeze it, it's gonna squirt through your fingers and get all over the fucking place. My wife just painted the kitchen this gray color that's almost white, like almost white. And I've already got fucking tomatoes all over it like 3 times. But the good news is if you clean it off quick, it'll just go away. So yeah, you want to get those, crush them up, preferably in advance because it takes a minute. You've got like a bunch of fucking basil, some crushed red pepper flakes, oregano. The actual recipe is as follows. Tablespoon of butter, tablespoon of olive oil. Get it over like medium-low heat in a Dutch oven or whatever you have that works. You're gonna do 2 cloves of garlic. I always do 3 because I'm a fucking savage and I like garlic. You grate the garlic, that's important. A teaspoon of oregano. That shit almost got real oregano-y. Pinch of red pepper flakes. Fucking some basil. I don't know, like 3, 4, 6-inch sprigs, whatever you want to do. I like basil, so I put a lot. You want to take an onion that's cut in half and peeled. Here's how you do that. You just cut the, whoa, almost did the wrong tip there. Cut the tip off that doesn't have the root. Cut it in half vertically. So you're left with an onion like that. You just peel the outside fucking piece off. And that's how you get half of an onion peeled. And the reason you leave the root intact is because you don't want to fish out 46 pieces of onion after the sauce is done. This way you just pull it out as one. You're not cutting it up because you don't want a ton of onions in it. You just want to get the flavor from an onion. I'm dropping shit. I just had a bunch of coffee too. I'm a little jittery, so it's kind of strange. I don't know why that happened. But so you have your onion, you have your basil, you have all your shit. The oil and butter is getting warm. You've got garlic. You want to put the garlic into it. I was gonna just do it all on its own, but I'm just gonna do it first. So yeah, you just grate it. You end up with a bunch of shit. You smack your little grater down and you just get a bunch of garlic going. So it's grated. I know I could definitely fast forward through this, but I'm not, because if you're in, you're in. Like, just fucking buckle up, buddy. We're going for a ride. So there's your garlic. It's all over your fucking grater, so I just rub that shit in. Rub it in, fucking get some more garlic, because fucking garlic I think is good for you. It kind of smells like armpits, but that's cool. I'm fine with that. If my armpits smell like garlic, then I mean, I'm sure I've smelled like worse things. So you got your garlic, you throw that shit in the sink. Make somebody else clean it after you fucking make the meal. Throw your garlic into the fucking hot butter and oil. I don't know if you can see me. My cameraman should be telling me right now. Can you see me at the fucking stove? Dope. Okay, cool. So then you just throw your shit back into the fucking sink. You rinse it. I'm not being super fucking clean right now because I've already bleached the sink before I started this. So it's all clean. Fuck off. I don't want to hear it again. That shit's in there. So your onion or your garlic's in there, in the hot shit. You don't want it too hot because you don't want this shit to get burnt. You don't want like burnt ass garlic. You just want, I don't know, cooked garlic. So then you throw your pepper flakes in, your oregano. I should have had some salt somewhere, but I don't. So I'm just gonna fucking grab a pinch here, throw that in there. Burp again. So you let that cook down for like 5 minutes. When that 5 minutes is up, you stir it too the whole time. If you don't stir it, you're fucking up. But yeah, when that's done, you just dump your tomatoes in. You throw your onions in there. You throw your basil in there as is. Don't chop the fucking basil. You throw them in like this. And there's like a little bit of sugar, like a teaspoon of sugar that I should have measured somewhere, but I don't know where that's at. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cook this down, throw all that shit in here, and we'll come back and we'll talk about fucking making some good meatballs. So I'll be right back. Bye. Cool. So you get your sauce on the stove. I put a lid like kind of over it just a little bit. You want to let it just kind of simmer, just a few bubbles breaking the surface here and then. If you fucking boil it, you're an idiot and that's just gonna fuck shit up. But yeah, you let it simmer, you let it cook out some of the water content. No, you just let it cook out some of the water. I don't know why the fuck I said content. But yeah, you just cook it so some of the water comes out. And then what it does is it concentrates all the flavors together. It makes a good fucking, like a marinara sauce. You can use it for mozzarella sticks or fucking making pizza. It's just a basic red sauce. It's just good. If you gotta make marinara, just make it. So now we're gonna make some meatballs. I use grass-fed ground beef from Aldi because it's just as cheap as it is from like Meijer, Walmart, or anything. And the beef, I think, is better quality. And it comes in these nice little like vacuum seal containers, so it doesn't get real nasty and gnarly like the store-bought shit does. Not like this isn't store-bought. I didn't fucking like kill a cow in my backyard and grind it up. But yeah, so you got your meat. I got like a pound of 80/20. I like 80-20 because it's fucking greasy and there's good flavors in the grease. So you throw it in a bowl, and then you've got some egg, one egg, I don't know why I said some, but you just kind of crack that, you get a bunch of shells in there because that's what fucking pros do. I'm being a super pro right now. You've got some breadcrumbs. You can buy breadcrumbs already made. This is just bread, and I put it through the Vitamix. If you got a food processor, you can do the same thing. Yeah, I just flexed real hard with that Vitamix talk. We got suckered into it at Costco, but it's dope. I love it. You throw your breadcrumbs in there. Adobo season. This is not traditional, but it's got all the seasonings I want. Fuck, that was loud. Onion, garlic, fucking oregano, salt, paprika, all kinds of good shit. Throw that in there. Again, these are easy meatballs. This is not like some fancy fucking Gordon Ramsay. Fucking, you gotta put all kinds of crazy shit into it. Better to burp it and taste it, fart it and waste it. So right now we've got like a pound of ground beef. Let's see here. It's a pound of ground beef, 2 slices of bread, no crust, processed through a food processor, 1 egg, 3/4 tablespoon adobo, 2 tablespoons parsley, salt and pepper. Parsley, this is what fucking parsley looks like. If you buy that shit that's already dried, it's not as fucking good. Buy it fresh. If you gotta keep it in the fridge, put it in like a little glass of water, put a plastic bag over it, and that shit will stay fresh for a few days. If you don't, it'll wilt and get kind of gross. Chopping parsley, easy. Tell me my knife skills are fucked. I don't care. This is what works for me. And if you don't know how to fucking cook, this is an easy way to work a knife. You take your knife. I always hold it here. You can hold it here. You can fucking hold it here. I'm throwing a knife everywhere. You do what you gotta do. It's fucking sharp. Don't cut yourself. I rock the fucker back and forward. You just kind of rock it. And then if you get fast, you can just kind of go like that and just work it through a bunch of times until your parsley's cut. It says 2 tablespoons. I don't know if this is 2 tablespoons. Looking at it, it's definitely not, but I don't really care because I just don't fucking care. So cut it. You just fucking chop that shit up and work it real quick. Throw it in with your meat and your other shit. Kind of scoop it up with your knife. Use your knife as a tool. Bench scrapers are cool, but you can still use your knife, and that's cool. Again, Victorinox knives. You can get a Japanese chef's knife, drop $300 on it, they're dope. I'm not gonna do that because these are like $40, they're sharp as fuck, and I break down chickens, and I'll just buy a new one if I break it. So that's that. You got all your shit in the bowl. Again, dirty dick beaters, get in there, and you just work this shit. You can kind of form them like 1 inch, you can form them 2 inch, little golf balls, big fucking softballs. I don't know, do whatever you guys want to do. If you want to make them big, make them big. You just got to cook them longer. If you want to make them small, make them small. You probably cook them less. I don't know, get food poisoning. It's not my fucking business. I've never got anybody sick. I've been cooking for a little while now. If you've ever got sick from my food, drop it in the comments. Let me know. I've definitely made some people shit though. Yeah, I make some food that makes you shit. That is for sure. So now you've got this fucking meat mixture. You take your other hand that doesn't have meat all over it and you drink your beer. Shout out to Arvon Brewing, Grand Rapids. They delivered out to our house in Potterville. Probably wasn't supposed to say that because now I'm gonna have creeps that I don't know fucking knocking at my door wanting meatballs. But yeah, it's good beer. So then you take your meat and kind of throw it on the counter. Make some balls. Yeah. Throw it right into a skillet like that. It's kind of cool. You get your skillet warm, hot, whatever you want to fucking call it. And you throw them in there. You just kind of let them get brown on the side, brown on the other side. Remember how I said not to boil the sauce? Guess what? Definitely boiling the sauce. Don't do that. But yeah, so you throw them in your pan. I use cast iron. I throw some vegetable oil in there. It's not as healthy as olive oil. Olive oil has a low smoke point. If you cook shit hot with olive oil, god damn, you're probably gonna set off smoke detectors. I do it. My dog doesn't like it. My wife doesn't like it. I don't like it. Don't do that. Vegetable oil keeps shit less smoky, but you're still gonna fucking make smoke. I don't know how I'm gonna turn this camera off whenever it does come time, because my hands are covered in shit. So I'm probably just gonna need to sanitize the thing. It's fine, no worries. A little cross-contamination, no big deal. These meatballs are getting progressively larger as I go. You get tired of doing shit and it just happens. So these are getting seared up pretty nice. Once they're done being seared, what do you do with them, you say? Do you put them in the oven? No. Do you put them on a fucking plate and then like microwave them in an hour to go on top of the pasta? Absolutely not. What you're gonna do with them is you're gonna make space in the pan for this last one, and then you're gonna put them in the sauce that you're making. It will flavor the sauce, make it a little meatball-y. The sauce will make the meatballs a little saucy. They're all just swimming, having a good time. It's like a little party. That's what you do. So you just let the meatballs cook in the sauce for the rest of the hour that the sauce is cooking. Things turn out pretty good in the end. So I'm gonna continue browning these meatballs, and whenever the meatballs are done, throw them in the sauce, and then I'm gonna be done for like 45 minutes. We'll come back and talk about cooking pasta. Oh no, cutting pasta. Putting the shit on a plate and eating it. So that's that. I will be back. You got your fucking noodle log. We're coming back to noodles. You got your pasta roller out. We're ready to fucking rock and roll. Let's get it going, boys and girls. You take your noodle log. Somehow it magically splits into 3. I'm separating them into 3 so that I have an easier amount of noodle parts to work with. You're gonna kind of roll them out a little bit flat so that it just runs through the noodle maker. You can fucking run it sideways if you're crazy. I'm gonna run it vertically. You start on your lowest setting. I'm gonna crank the speed because I've done this a lot and I just know how it works. So we're gonna crank the speed. You're gonna run that fucker through a bunch of times. That's 1, 2. Now, I don't really know what thickness we're going for here. I'm kind of just winging it. But you want like longer noodles. If you watch my ramen videos, it's pretty similar. But this is like an egg dough. It's a lot higher hydration. My ramen noodles definitely don't go this easy. Burp some more. I don't know, I'd say that's good. Like on a, it's on a 6. I think that's a little skinny. I'm gonna go back to a 5. I'm gonna fold it in half. I'm gonna run it through. But yeah, I think a 5's good. So you're gonna do that with all of them. I almost wonder if I can just get away with running it as a 5. I've been drinking, we're just gonna get wild. Definitely doesn't work like that. Kind of though, we're close, so we're just gonna fold it in half, run it through again, and like realistically, it's not that fucking bad. I'm gonna drop it down 1 to get like a cleaner edge. Yeah, dude, we're good. We're fucking cooking gas here. So you're gonna do that with all 3 strands, just so you get fucking a bunch of noodle, longy noodle fucking things. That was a little aggressive. I'm gonna drop it down 1 and just fucking go from there. But you do that until you get these long, I don't know, there's like a shape I wanna call it, like a noodle rectangle. I guess I forgot shapes. You're just gonna kind of run them through, fold it if you got to. That kind of makes it a little bit wider. Put it up to 5 again. So I'm running it from like a 1 to a 5. I think that's like the thickness I want. That one's a lot shorter than the rest, but I don't fucking care. You shut your shit off. My assistant's telling me it's an hour. Hey, Alexa, why don't you fucking not keep going off?
I told her not to answer that.
That's the shit I'm talking about. Alexa, stop. Ah, bitch. Okay, so you take your roller off. You put your fucking cutter on. Crank that fucker up. Let's get it rocking and rolling. While this shit's rocking and rolling, you got some water that's fucking cooking. Get it to a boil. Because why? Oh my god, that did not Nope. Alright, so we're gonna figure out. We're gonna go back to the drawing board with these noodles and fucking, I don't know, make them a little bit drier or something. That did not work. I also just spit all over these fucking noodles. Like, it's cool. That's what cooking is. You fuck shit up, you figure out how to fix it. So that's what I'm gonna do is try and fix this. I don't, oh my god, now these two are sticking together. We might be just going back to the fucking drawing. Oh my god. Yeah, it's a fucking nightmare. We're coming back. Definitely gotta fix this. Don't know what's happening. We'll be back. Wish me luck, I guess. So we're back. This is what I fucking got now. I don't know what I'm doing. If you've ever eaten at my house, like, oh, Matt's a good cook. No, I just fucking do things until they don't work, and then I figure out ways to fix them so that I still look like I know what I'm doing, but I have no idea. So I'm gonna take this huge fucking scarf of noodle that I have now. It's not Chanel, it's not fucking whatever else, it's just fucking scarf of noodle. Cut that bitch into 3. 1, 2. I'm using knives on counters, it's probably good for it. This is probably gonna go through the noodle cutter again and get fucked up. Yeah, if it happens, it fucking happens. I'll pull this out of the sink because I just threw it in there and shouldn't have. Cross my fingers, wish me luck. Oh, okay. Probably want to speed that up a little bit. Oh yeah, it looks a lot better. Okay. So, that's some noodles. We're gonna do, what are we gonna do? Oh, more fucking noodles. While you're cutting all this shit, you got a pot on the stove. It's getting water hot. So what do you do with noodles? You fucking boil them. These are probably gonna suck. These are like huge egg noodles. I don't give a fuck. It's still gonna taste the same. You got shit to talk it. Make better noodles? I'll eat them. I should probably throw some flour in these maybe so they don't stick. Again, just a guy who's got a kitchen, got a house, got a kitchen. I don't really know what the fuck I'm doing. I just kind of make it happen. So, you got some noodles. Hey mom, shout out to you for those frozen bags of chicken breasts you got as we were kids that we ate off of for like an entire week. Monday, chicken breast. Tuesday, chicken salad. Wednesday, fucking chicken noodle soup. Fucking chicken, Monday through Friday. I'm surprised I didn't cluck. But what she would do was she would take all the chicken and she'd put them under the broiler, okay? And if any of you have a broiler at home, you know that is not the way that you cook chicken. And my mom would just cook the fucking chicken until it was definitely safe to eat. Almost past the point of safe to eat to unsafe to eat. Like it was it's a little tough. But I love my mom. She tried as hard as she could. But yeah, I make noodles. So noodles are gonna go in the pot. Not sure how long those are gonna cook. I'm just fucking with these because I don't know what to do with my hands right now. I'm also trying to get them separated a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna cook them. When they're done, I'm gonna, this is important. Don't fucking rinse the noodles. If you rinse the noodles, you're getting rid of all the starch and shit that are supposed to be on the noodles. This bowl should be out of the way. Yeah, don't do that. Just fucking cook them, drain the water, and then, yeah, leave it. Don't fuck around. It's just don't. I'm gonna get these cooked. Minute, 10 minutes, 100 minutes. Let's not even discuss it minutes. They're gonna get cooked. Yeah, cook them, drain them. We'll be back to plate, put sauce and fucking meatballs on. And after I just tried a tester meatball, burnt the fuck out of my face. So don't do that or else you won't taste your dinner. Yeah, be back. All right. No, this thing's still not working.
It's flashing again.
Is it off?
I think, no. I think it gets disconnected. It seems like it's too far away or something.
All right, so we're back. I don't know if I told you how to fix the mistake of the noodles. You just put some more fucking flour on them, and then they're better, I guess. If you are using that KitchenAid mixer, number 5 was not small enough. You want to keep fucking rocking and rolling to like a 7. These noodles are fucking big. But I cooked them. I probably had to cook them a little bit more than you will because they're too fucking fat, like me. Noodles, they're cooked. You throw them on the plate. If you can't plate spaghetti, don't even fucking come at me. Like, I don't want to hear it because it's spaghetti. If you fuck this up, I don't like you. We're not going to be friends. It's fucking noodles and sauce. That's a lot of spaghetti. I don't fucking care. So you do that with like 2 plates or 3 plates, however many people you got in your family. If you got more than 3, congratulations, I guess. Fucking keep it rocking. You get your shit on the plate. It's a lot. Again, that is a lot of fucking spaghetti. 3 servings. I don't know who measured these servings, but whoever did is a fat fuck. Probably Guy Fieri, that fucking piece of shit. I hate that motherfucker. So yeah, that's done. That's definitely more noodles than we needed. But hey, it's just flour, so it's cheap. You got your shit on the plate. Noodles. You get a little spoon. You get a, oh, important. Take the onion and the basil out of the sauce and throw it in the trash or eat it. I don't really care. You know what? I got kitchen hands, so I'm just gonna grab this pot. Yep, that's warm. What you do is you fish out a few pieces of basil that you missed. You get a big old spoonful of sauce because what's the best part about spaghetti? Sauce. It's a big vehicle for fucking sauce. I don't know, can you not see me or something?
It gives you your plate.
That's fine, I don't fucking care.
Okay, cool.
No one wants to see the plate until I'm done anyways. What the fuck is amateur hour over here? So you get your wife's plate, which you shouldn't even be making now since she's over here causing a ruckus for no reason. You throw some fucking sauce on that bitch. Get a little sauce on there. See, now the plan here, what I was intending to do, is to show you the plate once they're all sauced, right? But instead, we got the fucking rookie back in the back nine over here. Oh, we can't see your plate. Okay, you'll see it here in a fucking moment. Just hold on a fucking moment here, okay, everybody? The money shot's coming. They don't come in the beginning of the porn, they fucking finish at the end. It's how it works. So you throw a meatball on there that has a big heaping piece of basil on it. You throw 3 big meatballs, 10 big meatballs. Again, let's not even discuss it, meatballs, as many as you want. How many fucking meatballs does the rookie want?
2.
Okay, 2 fucking meatballs for the rookie. There's fucking 2 fat boy meatballs on there. Alright, that's cool. It kind of looks like shit. There's a lot of water on the plate. Fuck it, we don't care. It's spaghetti and meatballs. Again, you're making this for your spouse, significant other. They're just gonna be happy you're in the fucking kitchen and not bullshitting and fucking looking at cars on the internet and fucking all kinds of bullshit. So you do that, right? I got a little pecorino here. You can use Parmesan. I got the old Romano, the Ray Romano. Fucking Salt Bay that shit right on top. The thing about Salt Bay is it really is important because if you fucking take your shit and you put it right here, it's all gonna dump one area. You don't wanna dump one area. You wanna dump on the all of the shit. Up here, it falls, gets a little crazier, and there you go. So then, after the Salt Bay talk, I got a little parsley here. You can do basil. You don't even really have to do this. You just fucking rough chop it. You take a little pinch. Can't pinch an inch. You just put it right on the top there, right in the center. I don't know, it looks good enough. You grab a little paper towel. You fucking wipe off the excess. Hey, Cosmo, come here. There you go. You fucking throw it on the floor so your dog gets it. That'll make him happy. And then you'll complain why they're under your feet like 3 times whenever you're cooking. But yeah, you just kind of played it real nice and shitty. Here is your final product. Fucking up, left, over. It's like a Konami code. So there's that. That's spaghetti and meatballs. If you're fucking making it, good for you. Eat it. Pair it with a nice $4 bottle of red wine from Aldi. La Cornata. $4 and it gets you drunk. Tastes great. Fuck it. We're cooking with gas here. I'm gonna shut this off. I'm gonna eat, and then I'll see you guys next time. Oh, everyone wants to see the dog, right? Say bye, Cosmo. Bye, everybody. All right. See ya. Nope.
Splashing.
Nope. Just
Turn
fucking.
off and turn it back on.